Alright, so working on a Nissan Hardbody 1997 two-wheel drive auto, and trying to fix the problem where the horn just stays on all the time. So what I've narrowed it down to is it's got to be something in the steering wheel. All the wiring seems to be fine. The relay seems okay. So went ahead, popped off the dust covers, and then there's going to be a T50 security bit, one on each side. Take those off. Make sure you disconnect the battery and even leave it for like 15 minutes because there's an airbag in here and you don't want it to blow. Went ahead and take off the cover, and then in here, these are what you push on, and then there's these little copper contacts. A little tricky to see, but right here, you push, and those copper contacts connect. There's one on the bottom, and then there's one on the top also, another copper contact. Okay, but the problem is, right here where these springs are, there's supposed to be a little bushing. You can see the remains of that bushing. But now the problem is that that spring is touching the metal on this side and the metal on this side, which is completing the circuit. And then it's thinking that you're pushing the horn even when you're not. So I'll show you what I did to fix that. There's a better look of where the bushing should be. These ones are just completely disintegrated. And now the spring is metal on metal instead of being insulated by that plastic. So this is what I did. I went ahead and got a piece of 1/2-inch CPVC, and I made my own little bushings. Super small. And then if you go ahead and take off the spring and take out the torque screw, it's very tight, but you're able to press this around and get it to fit around that piece of plastic. You just got to press the tabs in and really squeeze it. And then after that, you go ahead and reinsert the bolt. It'll be tight. I even was putting it in a piece of 1/2-inch PVC to kind of set it, and then tap it on the top with a hammer, and it really set those little spacers, and they're pretty good. And that's what you end up with. Now, when you go to put the screws back on, or the springs, now you're properly insulated, and we're not grounding out anymore. So, hope this helps someone. If your horn is honking and it won't stop on a 1997 or similar year Nissan Hardbody, go ahead and try that. And then when you reinstall it, since those pieces of PVC, the little bushings, are so tight, it's gonna kind of stick. But what I just did is went ahead and sprayed some lubricant down on the screw so that it can slide more freely. The bushing pieces were still a little bit too tight, so I went ahead and just used a 1/2-inch drill bit and reamed out the inside, and now they don't get stuck. And just like that, the horn works like it should again.